Okay, welcome to session 5 of our series on trading affirmations. If you're new here, if this is the first one you happen to have seen on YouTube or elsewhere, don't worry, you can start with 5, you can start at any number you like. They're not grouped into chronological order, or there's no requirement to watch one first and second one second and so on. We've a series of 12 videos here grouped into topics, so you can watch any one first, that's fine. The idea is you'll see a series of slides. This one has six slides that we go through, and our topic today is giving up or not giving up, depending on how you look at it. So we're going to have a look at that, and I'll come back at the end and have a chat about it too. So meanwhile, don't give up, eh? All right, hope you got something out of those. Interestingly, if you have been watching the other ones, sessions 1 through 4 I recorded back to back, and then I got stuck on this one for some reason, and everything I was doing was wrong. Well, one little thing for each time I tried to record it. I had the mic off, I had the music on too loud, I had one of the settings was off, that kind of thing. And so I ended up looking a bit like this bloke here. Great movie, that. Anyway, I was fuming at the end of it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give up. In fact, I think I said something like that, and then I thought, but I'm talking about not giving up. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is I'd leave it for another day, which is, I suppose, the lesson is that, when you're trading, you're going to go through these ups and downs. I've been through a lot of big ups and downs. I've traded through the Asian currency crisis, late 90s, and then the tech wreck, and then the GFC, then some other commodity related crashes or rallies and all that kind of stuff. Nothing to carry on about too much at the time. You feel like giving up. You really do. There was one particular instance trading in gold and silver options where I took a huge hit. I remember trading that day. It had been going on for a couple of weeks, and I ended up pulling out of my positions and jumping in the car and driving. If you're not from Sydney, you might know that show Home and Away. It's filmed up in Palm Beach. I lived in Sydney. I jumped in the car and drove up and sat on a rock in Palm Beach for about an hour and thought, I'm out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. But I also know how I think, and at the end of it, I know that you sleep for a little while. You sleep on it, kind of thing, and you do. And these things happen on a smaller scale too. I'm normally very good at trading through events. The first Trump election, I did very well. The second one, I was very positive, of course, going into whatever was going to happen. And I got everything wrong. Things went wrong the whole day. I mean, not the whole day, but enough to be extremely frustrated with it. And from that, I thought, well, I have to take a break. And so, that's how we all deal with giving up differently, or the feelings of giving up. And that's just how, I think it works for a lot of people doing that. That's how I do it, is I go and do something else. I work on doing some videos, for example, or I work on doing new graphics, or go and fix one of my websites or something like that. And then eventually I come back around to trading because I know that's what I want to do. But there are days when You kind of don't want to, and that's cool too. But yeah, we all have to work on our way of, how we're going to deal with it. And a lot of the time, the best way is to look at it from a top-down view. In one of the previous videos, it's in the next room now, I showed you a book called The Power of Focus. I highly recommend you get this book. And that talks about, it's not the first book or the last book to talk about, but it talks about setting goals and having a vision for where you want to be. And having that in place really helps you not giving up. Not when things get tough, you know that it's just part of the process. Like it says above, all journeys have their ups and downs. So what? I read that bit, so what? Because the idea is you get on with it. And move on, and that's what trading is. The fact is, we can't predict the future. There's a secret. You can't. No one can. So there's always going to be uncertainty in trading, just like there is in life, but probably more so in trading. And that's just something that while we're wearing our trading hats, we deal with. So I hope you get something out of those. As I've mentioned before, please come back. Set a bookmark in your calendar. Come back in about a month or so and go over it again and see if there's anything else you pick up from it, or you might think a little differently about it. I think you'll get a lot out of that. Anyway, on to the next one. But first, 3 things you can do for me. Please subscribe to the videos and hit the little notification bell so you can see when I come out with more of these videos. We're going to cover all sorts of topics, anything I can think of, and quite often these topics are driven by people like yourself emailing me saying, hey guy, what's the VIX? Or hey guy, what's this? What's a hedge ratio? What's that? So that's when I start covering those things. Other things to do is check out my site, tradearian.com. Trader, radar, contrarian, all combined into one word is tradearian.com. There you can just jot your email down in the little form, and I'll keep you up to date with any new things. I don't spam you, and I don't send a lot of emails, so I kind of get around to it maybe once a month or once every 2 months or something like that. Also, you'll see a link there to my other site, Masterclass Trader, where we have, if you're ready to go to the next level, we have some courses on short-term scalping and long-term spread trading with a heck of a lot of guidance from me and help along the way. And I've done that all before, so I can help you with all of that stuff. So check those out. What's next? Well, I've already done number 6, and you should see that in the thing, but I'm going to jump on to number 7, and we'll go from there. Trade well.